What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another review. Today's review is going to be on the Sh Figuarts Kuwagata Ohger from King Ohger. So this is their, I want to say, newer style of packaging. It's a little bit smaller, which I like. It's more compact. It definitely saves on space, so you don't have to worry about, big boxes or anything like that. As you guys can see, we have a product shot of, you have a shot of the character himself. Right there on the side, you do get the logo for there, right there. That's pretty cool for Sh really nice. And then on the back, you get, a couple posing, things like that. Pretty cool. I like how simplistic it is, but very aesthetic as well. And then on the side, you just get the same thing, another product shot of the figure, and then again, that crest. So all in all, it's very cool, very, very nice packaging. So with that being said, let's get into it. And one thing that I did notice when I'm opening it is it does give you, different warnings as well, which is actually pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So it does kind of tell you how you can, sheath the weapon, put it in his hand, and then just to be careful. There are some parts that are sharp, obviously because of the way the figure is designed. You're gonna have those sharp parts, so that's a really nice, interesting touch. All right, YouTube, and this is how he looks outside of the packaging. So as you guys can see, has a really nice look. I did keep the plastic on just to kind of show you guys what he looks like outside of it. So you do get the plastic to, protect the joints and things like that. So I always love that they take that attention to detail just to make sure that, nothing comes broken and things like that. So let's go ahead and get this removed. With that being removed, one thing that I did want to just let you guys know right off the bat is that for the way the figure stands, size-wise, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. I previously got the SHF Kamen Rider Revice, and that figure was pretty big compared to the normal SHF that we're used to. So I know that SHF is typically a little bit of a smaller scale compared to normal 6-inch figures. So I thought it's surprising that this one is a little bit undersized from how it feels. But let's get into the accessories and then go into that. So with the main accessory, you do have his the sword. Was it O caliber or Ohger caliber, something like that. But as you guys can see, has a lot of really nice detail. You do have the different functions for the different members of the team. So you have the red, the blue, black, purple, and then yellow. So that's really cool. Looks pretty accurate to how it looks in the show. They even have the brown handle too. Which is a really nice touch. So I really like that. Looks nice. We do get a set of kind of open, relaxed hands right here. Really nice. And then these ones are a little bit more the same. They're kind of like open, splayed out hands, kind of. So a little bit different from the other hands that I showed you. So that's cool. And then last but not least, you do get two versions of the sword wielding hand right there. So that's really cool. And then of course he also does come with two fisted hands. So with that being said, I'm really surprised at how many hands he comes with, given that really he could have maybe just used a set of the fists and then the sword wielding hand. So it was nice that they gave us more hands than we could have asked for. I'm never going to complain about that. So let's go into the articulation. So with the articulation, he does have some nice neck articulation right there. You do get a nice tilt. Looks really nice. And then for the arms, of course, it is on a hinge. So you guys can see right there, there's a ball, like a ball socket right there on the shoulder. And you just port that into the shoulder right there, which is really nice. So it goes with it. I don't believe there is a bicep swivel. Oh yes, there is. It was just a little tight. There you go, that's nice. And then for the arms, you do get, I want to say it's about 90 degrees. I don't really like that they don't give you the full range of articulation on the arms. Anytime you have a character, I think it you should at least give more than 9, at least a 9, more than 90. It'd be nice to get a full double joint, but nonetheless, still good. And then for the arm, you do get up, down, and then you can, of course, rotate to get, vertical movement as well. For the shoulder, I'm sorry, for the other side, this also does have, you know, the hinge too, with the ball socket. And this plastic on this cape it's all right. It's a little bit, it's a soft plastic, but it's a little bit harder than I would have thought. You know, it does get out of the way for movement and stuff like that, so you're able to do like different poses. So if you want to have it like blowing in the wind, you could definitely do so. So it's really nice. I know if you guys are looking to get, you know, a different version of this, there is a wired cloth cape available to you from SHF Upgrade, which I'm definitely looking into doing, just because I'm not a fan of these kind of rubber capes that much. But then for articulation for the chest, so for the chest articulation, because of how this is kind of designed, you're not going to get really much ab crunch, if at all. So that's really unfortunate. And then on the chest, a little nice touch. You do get, again, that kind of kingdom emblem right there. Belt looks really nice. And then for the legs, he does also have the drop down hips, I should say. So it helps with articulation. Really, really nice. You get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which is really nice. I wish I could have just did the same thing on the arms. And then you don't get any type of shin swivel, but then you do get up, down, pivot, and double jointed, or not double joint, but a bend at the toe. So really, really nice. Pretty much all the articulation you'd really want and need from SHF. So with that being said, let's get him in some poses. Right, so as you guys can see, he does look really good in some action poses. Everything looks really nice, and the cape works pretty well too, you know what I mean? It definitely gives that effect of movement. So when you're trying to articulate the character, you know, it definitely gives that illusion, which is really, really nice. I would say that he has pretty much all the articulation you'd really come to expect and really want. I would say that it would be nice to get a little bit more articulation in, you know, in the abdomen, things like that, just to help with articulation. And this is me personally, but it would have been cool to also get like a shin swivel. I know typically that's not something that they do with SHF, but it would be nice to see. One more thing I do want to do is I want to get a size comparison going, just to see how much this compares to that SHF Kamen Rider Revice, so you guys can have an idea of how this scales against other figures that are 6-inch. Okay, and then this is how the King Ohger stands next to Revice, and I gotta say, I'm very surprised. I thought that Kuwagata Ohger was gonna be a lot shorter, but they're almost the same size. Maybe it's just the fact that, like, you know, Revice just feels overall like a more, like, you know, a more heftier figure, if that makes sense. So that's why, to me, it felt like that was going to be the, you know, the bigger figure. So that's definitely nice to see. I'm definitely pleasantly surprised. All right, and then that's how he stands next to the Wild Force Lunar Ranger. So as you guys can see right there, they all stand pretty much almost at the same size. So that's definitely a nice touch. I will say that Kuwagata Ohger is maybe slightly smaller, but I mean, you know, for the most part, you can't really notice it. And I think he's gonna, you know, go well with some other figures. So definitely recommend you guys checking this out if you haven't already. I was not able to find him on sites like Big Bad Toy Store or anything like that. However, he is available on Amazon for a really good price. I was able to get this for about $48 with free shipping as well. So if you haven't checked him out, I highly recommend you guys checking him out. Now, unfortunately, with that being said, if you guys are fans of the King Ohger series, most likely they will not be making any other members of the team. They did come out with his brother Rackless, which is, like, I think an exclusive, but aside from these two, I don't think that there's going to be any other one. So just know that if you're looking to complete the team, that probably won't happen. For me personally, I liked Tonbo Ohger the best, or Jan Magast. So that's my guy, but I don't think we're ever going to get him. So if we do, that'd be great. But like I said, don't expect to get a full team out on this one. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Peace.